Okay, let's carry on with this then. I thought I might do a big pocket actually. I know we've got to do something there, but I thought this bit of paper here, I'm going to make a pocket. I'm going to do a collage pocket, okay, and I'm going to stitch mine in, okay. If yours is sewn in, then you need to make, you know, turn over the edges, make it a little bit wider, turn over the edges and stick it in that way so that you've got some room to put things in, okay. But I'm stitching mine, so there's no point in me doing that. But I'm going to collage this, okay, and make it into a nice big deep pocket. Let's take that out of there. So get used to doing that so I remember where things go. So yeah, I'm just going to stick that bit down there and then we can get on and collage the pocket because I love collage, as you know. I think you'll get rid of some of these bits that I've got the side of me here. Oh, it's so warm last night in bed. That was incredible. Kept waking up because it was too hot. We've got to have some cold weather. Sorry, I don't wish it on anybody, cold weather, but I think we need it. All right, let's have a look. Where's my prick stick? I'm just gonna... I'm not sure where I'm going yet, so... yeah. Let's put that up there. Because that's a straight edge, I need to cover that bit. What are we doing? Are we doing... yep, I'll go underneath with that, I think. Oh, no, wait. I'm going to go on top. So I can stick this down. And I won't commit to sticking that down till I know what I'm doing. I don't quite fancy that uneven edge, so I'm going to lift that up. Just trying to find a piece of a bit of colour on. I've got one now. Okay. So I won't be around tomorrow as it's my birthday. And I am going to a sewing shop down Redruth, which is about an hour away from me. They got the machine I've been looking at, embroidery machine. It's just an embroidery machine. So I quite fancy having one for my birthday. It's really funny because I love embroidery, always have done. But like I said, my failing eyesight, I do find it quite hard at night to do anything. Oh, I love slow stitching and all that sort of thing. Just need to, sorry, neaten that edge up a bit there. So I'm thinking of investing in an embroidery machine. I quite fancy the design element of it. Designing patterns and embroidery things. You know, it's just another sort of thing to do, isn't it? So I haven't got enough, but I've always been interested in it. So I thought, right, you know, it's my birthday and I'm getting on a bit now. So why not? Okay, right, put the hole in the top there. Make sure it's the top. So I reinforce that to make it a little bit stronger. Just eyeball that. Okay, it's still a bit tacky, so I have to wait for that to dry. Okay, it's the other side of that, wasn't it? So and that's going to go on there like that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue just to hold it in place while I stitch it. Okay, let's have a look, see if I want to put something down here first. It might be too much to have another pocket, so right, let's put an embellishment or something. A little bit too big, I think, so I quite like this here. So I might make something out of that. Look, no gesso. Ain't I being good? No, I do like my gesso, as you know. Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be a ticket again. Oh, let's have a look, see what we've got. Botanize. Actually, sounds like a swear word. Botanize. Oh, I like that seedling. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Culture. I can never say that word. Okay, so sorry, folks. It's not a good word for me to say. Right, I think that's what I've come up with, which I quite like the look of. Okay, which is brilliant. So I'm going to ink a little bit. Like I said, this was from yesterday. I haven't got anything on, added any new on there, just to tone those down a little bit. And again, just a little bit on there. Okay, just got to hold that away from me a little bit, yeah, just to make sure. Okay, again, it's not taking up too much room, so that is good. Right, I'm going to stitch that down, that pocket, because I only sort of placed one tag in there, but it's, you know, if you wanted a bigger area or bigger pocket, then you need flaps. Okay, right, I'm going to stitch all around this one. All right, and this book paper is quite thick. Okay, you won't be able to do, you know, this sort of thing on really thin paper, right? Not without reinforcing it, right? Because it could rip, right? But this is very strong, this one. All right, so I'll just go in, sew around that now. Okay, that's all done. It's all stitched around. All right, I quite like the way that's looking. There we go. And I thought I would do a belly band this side. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a belly band with, you know, bits of paper like this. This is only a thin bit of paper, so the time we put the other paper on the top, it'll make it stronger. Well, I've cut that to size, and that's going to be my belly band. So I'll just get some more bits of paper. There's a nice green bit here. Let's have a look. Oops. Flying prick stick. Don't let me get the giggles, whatever you do. Once they start, that is it. Okay, right, I'm going to trim that bit down. And I'm going to save the big bit that we done right at the beginning for some tags and stuff. Well, it'd make a nice cover actually, to be honest. But I'll use it for some tags. I think I can throw away those little bits, don't you? A little bit of ink. Okay, well I need to leave that dry, and then I will stitch around it, okay, and stick it in. So I'll leave that to dry now and I'll move on, but I think that'll look nice, and that'll look nice in the journal as well. Okay, don't need to put anything as a focal point on there. I've got this, that's got to go somewhere in this journal. I cut that out ages ago and it's just hanging around, and I love it. That's from last year, to spring last year, I think. Okay, and that's that. Ooh. I might put that there. I'm just going to ink around it a little bit. Oop. You didn't see that. And that's another reason why I don't like prick sticks. I shall put that back together. Oop, but make sure it's the right way up. It needs drying. It went there, didn't it? Okay, and I think a little bit more gesso on here now, so you can actually write on there. And then that can all dry together before we put it in the book. Let's give that a stir. Perfect. Right, leave that to dry. And I'll put it in a minute. Okay, right, that's all done. All right, and I just stitched that on there. All right, and I'm quite liking that, and then that looks nice, and you can journal on there. So what I'm going to do here, I've got a seed packet that was gifted to me, and I've got the name and everything, so I thought I'd stick that on. This was just lying around in that pile there, but it was too big and I wanted to see all this, so I ripped it down and took these off because they were down the bottom somewhere, and I thought I'd put them at the top. Just a bit of white there, let's get rid of that. And then we got a nice little envelope that can go in the belly band. And I've inked all around, so what I'm actually doing today is trying to get some butterflies cut out on my scan and cut, so it's very noisy. So I'm sort of trying to get, you know, now and again I'll stop the video and let that do its thing, just so I got some butterflies to play with, because I'm right out. Let's do that like that. Okay, and then these little names. And I think that looks nice in there. Sometimes, you know, I find that they slip out quite easily. So if you haven't got the Tim Holtz things, a little paper clip, but I'm going to use one of these. I haven't used any yet, so I shall use one in there, because I think that's quite sweet. And then I put that. They're quite tight, these, aren't they? It's the first time I've used them, so here we go. And that will go there. And that's not going anywhere. So, where did that go? Here on that. Put that in as well. Have a look how it's looking. Okay, so it's looking nice there. Okay, and there's the pocket, and then got some journaling there, and that's the other side of it there, and then that's there as well. Okay, and that's all blended in. Oh my gosh, that looks like a butterfly, but it's not, it's a flower. Yeah, that's one of the original eco prints there, so beautiful actually. Gosh, yeah. Okay, actually I might go in and scan that in, because that's rather nice, isn't it? And I reckon that'll make a nice, you see that? Background. I'm not sure whether I actually scan that in, that one. It's almost could be made into a butterfly, even though it's a flower. Yeah, I love that. Right, so when I go up for my lunch, I'm going to scan that in, because I didn't do all of them. Yeah, I mean, that's looking so nice in there. Okay, right, we're getting ready to sew it in actually, because the rest I can do when it's sewn in, I think. And I've had a little play with it like that. Yeah, because it's getting quite thick. Let's have a look. There's plenty of room in the cover though, because I know it is. So I've done these quite a lot. So yeah, and that's that. And that will be on the front. Yeah, that's looking quite nice. And time you put a few more things in, it's sort of bouncing open a bit. I mean, this will come out a bit more anyway, but I'm liking that. It's nice. And then maybe, yeah, I'm just thinking of the closure because of that butterflies there. It's going to be, so it's going to have to be something on the side here, or underneath, perhaps a ribbon underneath might work. Yeah. Okay, got a bit of sari silk, perfect colour for this, and I think I'll keep it that width so it keeps strong, because this is a little bit fragile, some of this one. This is the one that was slightly over processed. So right, let's get that in the middle. I'm going to put that there a minute. Just wondering if I'm putting anything else underneath as well. That won't matter if I do. Right, I do it in half first, right? But I always leave a bit more. Okay, so that would be there, a bit more to go round the back. Okay, so I'm going to move that to about there, because we only want that to tie the bow there. And shall we open it out a bit? I actually want it crumpled, but under there it's better if it's laying flat, because you've got to go underneath that topper. Okay. Okay, and then that will go all the way around there and tie there. There's plenty there. Okay, with spare. Okay, yeah, and that colour, what a match! It's absolutely perfect. Yeah, I'm liking this. Yeah, it's great. Okay. Yeah, right. Let me put this away until I'm ready for it. Right. Yeah, I think we're getting near to sewing in. Just what I'm going to do now, if I'm going to have my lunch, I'll be back in a minute, but I am going to do gesso these, that one there. Let's mark the page. Oh, that's not going to stay on, is it? Oh, mine is stretched. Oh, this one. Put that one on there. Then we know that one goes there. So, any more I need gesso in? No, not there. That one does. That one does. Right, that's all glued down as well now. Okay, what I'm going to do is actually stitch mine on, because I've got no pockets in there yet or anything, so I think I'm going to stitch it on. Oh yeah, butterfly. I'm just wondering if I can just get a little. Do you know what, that's so well glued down. Oh no, I got it. I can glue that back down after. Okay, let's do that in the middle. Yep, sorry, bit of destruction going on there because I want to sew this on. You don't need to. You can really glue that down if you want, but I fancy sewing it. Okay, and I think I'll do the black as well, just to make it stand out. I'm just going to put a bit of glue on. I'm not going to worry about the lace around the back or anything yet. Oh, I'll just go in the middle. If I put some on, it'll be over the top of everything, so looks dangerous when I do that, doesn't it? I'll just put a bit there just to hold it in place. Okay, sabotaging my own topper. Yeah, it's usual though. Right, let's go there just in case of putting the lace on. Okay, that'll also help that to stay down too. Just got to make sure that's actually squarish to the journal. Let's have a look. Right, I'm going to clip that in place there. Take them out as I go along. I say, if you were gluing it, I would put all the glue on and then do what I'm doing here to clip all these areas down. Okay, so it's well stuck down. Here you struggle to get a clip on there, but you just put your glue on and you literally hold it like that. All right, just for a while, and then, or even put something heavy on it. Punches are usually good for that. All right, I think that is okay. I'm liking that. Okay, I'm going to go to the machine and stitch that on. I'm just wondering whether I do dark or not. No, I'm going to do cream, actually. Thinking about it, that will be fine. Right, okay. Okay, that's all stitched around. It went through easily. I take it gently though, you know, but it's fine. And then we stick that back down. Okay, sorry butterfly. I'm going to do, just to keep that down, I'm going to clip that for a minute. Okay. I'll keep that nicely down there while we do the pages. Okay, one of the first things is to do, which I do, is I cut my piece of paper the same length as my actual journal. Okay, so that's the same length there. Yeah, any width, it doesn't matter, and then you fold it in half. Okay, and I find the middle of this, I fold in it in half. Yeah, and then it's, you know, it doesn't have to be perfectly square, it doesn't matter, because you're only going in the middle bit. Yeah, and then I actually do two sides. Mark both sides. Okay, normally I would do this, yeah, and then I'll fold back to where I want that top, because this is the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I would do that, yeah, or even a little bit lower. But because I've got something heavy in the middle, all right, I want to make sure I catch it. So I'll go to the middle, which is miles away. Okay. Normally I would, I'll sort this all out in a minute. It's not perfect yet. I'll find the middle of the biggest page there. Okay. And I'll find the middle there, mark it. That will then go there. Okay. And then I'll find the middle again. Okay. A bit long-winded, but it works for me. Okay. And now I put this in. Okay, so we know that's the middle. Yeah. And I want to catch this again. All right, so if I put it's going to be sort of odd, this page, but as long as it's in the middle of that page, where it should be, yeah, that's all I'm taking notice of, is that page there. Not anything else going on, just this one. Yeah. And this one. So that's in the middle there. Okay, and I want to catch this, so I am going to fold over just in a bit from there. Yeah, and the same. Well, do that, and it should be the same anyway. So go there, and then we do there. Okay, and that should work. Okay, that'll catch both ends of that. All right, if we haven't got anything like this in the middle, you can come up here a bit. That's the way I do it. Sometimes I'll do 5 and then I'll come in again. I mean, you could do that, so you could come in and do that one there, yeah, and there, but I'm not. I'm only going to do 3. It's fine. But I'll complicate things for you. Right, and the next thing you've got to do is make sure everything is where you want it. So I do feel like I think there should be something there. Wait a minute. I've got that little page, haven't I? That was under this one. Sorry, I just think that might be quite nice. I think it was there originally, actually, thinking about it. Told you I'd lose it when I take it apart. So just make sure I don't need that in there. Okay, this is exactly where I want it. I do want that in the middle. There we go. Oh, mumbled there, sorry. Okay, this needs to come up a bit. Like that. And that one's not too bad. Yeah. I'll worry about that in a minute. That's okay. That goes there. Got that there. That's fine. That one's fine. This one here just needs to maneuver a little bit, I think. I'll have to take that out for now. Get it in the way. And this one, I'm going to go back in the middle. That's why I mark it, because this always falls down while you're playing around with other things. There we go. Right, and then close that. A little bit there, and I put lace on this front bit anyway, So that's fine. Right. Right, let's stitch it in then. Let's go and get my contraption, my cradle. And I do it all together. Okay. Right, is that the front? Yep. I'll put that in first. Then I'll put that in and centralise it. I tend to do it by eye. Yeah, but if you want to measure, you measure. Then I'll make sure, yeah, everything's fairly squared. Okay, that's a little bit down there. Yeah, and that's the front. Yeah, that's fine. And then we got our mark in the middle. And we got our mark on here. Match that up. There we go. And we got a template that we done. Okay, but I didn't mark. Usually I put top on and I didn't, so I'm just going to check where my holes are going to be. Actually, I'm just going to draw on these as well, just to make it easier for you to see, because I'll go in there and just check that that's the middle one, so I line up with that, and I'll just check the other way if it's in better. There, both ways are okay actually. Okay, and I'm going to catch each one. Yeah, I'm just going to move that millimetre down. There we go. And get our thing, and I'm going to go right the way through. Shut that together. I'll just show you. There we go. Right down the middle there. Try and keep everything together as much as I can, but it hard, honestly. You might as well get used to doing it when it falls apart and having to put it back together again, because half the time it doesn't stay, even with clips, and then you lose your way and you have to take clips out, so you might as well learn to do it without them. But shall we go? Shall we have a go with clips again? We shall see. I use wax linen thread, and I'm still using the one that I got off Amazon. I think I've got it in my favourites. It's such a bargain. It was like $7.99, something like that, and it had about 4 reels of these. It had loads of things. I just couldn't believe it. Right, and I go 1, 2, 3, and a bit for luck. And I save what's left when I cut it off, because I make little bows out of them. Just thread that. Okay, through the middle. Okay. Do that. Yeah. So that's why I don't use them, because I've gone through there, but no. There you go. Catches on something and then you can't find it, and then you're stretching the hole because you're trying to find it. Some people are great. They just seem to go through straight away for them. No, not for me. You can either go to the top or the bottom. Doesn't really matter. And I'm going to find that there. I won't catch the last one. And that's somewhere down there. I'll just pull it through first. Hidden, a hole's hidden in the lace there. Okay, now what I can do sometimes is actually pull that a bit tight, and it'll place it a bit better. And then I'm going to go through that one. Yeah, I see that went straight in, didn't it? And there's the hole there. That's okay. That's why I put lace now. So, and then back through the middle. Try and keep it together. And try not to split your thread. Okay, I'm miles away from the thread there, so that's okay. Okay, one side, on the other. Give a tug. Yeah, nice and gentle. Do you want dangles? If so, I need a bit more. Okay. This took a bit more. Okay. So I've got one side, one the other. And then I swap hands, so I knot the other way. Okay. Put that one down there. Cut that off down there for now. And while I'm here, I'll do a bow. There we have a bow. A decoration. Middle of a butterfly. Sometimes looks nice. Wherever. Okay, there we go. Yes, look, it's done. I can take this off now. Yeah, so now we get started now. All right, there's plenty of room in there to put lace on, tabs and things like that. Yeah, so we get filling a nice pocket in here, and then, you know, we go up to that line there. So you've got a nice bit gap there for plenty to go on here, and then a nice big pocket in there that you've seen me do before. And we've already got one here. Right, well, that's it for today. It's a bit of a short one, I'm afraid, but like I say, I've got quite a few things to do. I'm going to go ahead and just sort of organise a few bits.